Hello everyone, welcome to the Quarantine School. This is the first lecture of economics, and the unit which we are going to cover today is money and banking. So before directly jumping out to the chapter, let's hear out a story. Let's say the character of our story is Shambhu, पुराने महाराजा के सदी का. So basically Shambhu is a shepherd, गाय भैंस चराने वाला. उसके पास भेड़ बकरी है, ठीक है. So he has 20 sheep, a flock of 20 sheep. So he does the business with his sheep, the pasture business. अब suddenly क्या होता है? अकाल, drought occurs, and unfortunately Shambhu loses 15 of his sheep. He thinks that जैसा है चलने दो, let's see. So he decides that he would use the same number of 5 sheep remaining for carrying out his business again. But however, nuksan, loss happens, and he is not able to cover his own expenses, let alone his family. So finally Shambhu decides that this business should be closed and he should look out for new opportunities in the market. So what he does is he goes to the market, and then he searches for appropriate purchasers, and he decides to sell his 5 sheep and get in return 5 kg of wheat. So he goes and then he asks a person, the second, the third, the fourth. He is not successful in finding his commodity of wheat. अब किस्मत अच्छी उनकी. He finds his good opportunity waiting. The 5th trader, he tells Shambhu that okay, you give me your 5 sheep and in return I will give you 5 kg of wheat. So Shambhu said okay. So this transaction which took place right now is called as a barter transaction or a barter exchange. So if we want to define what is a barter transaction, we would say it as any transaction which involves exchange of one commodity in place of other or against other commodity without any direct involvement of money or any form of currency. तो बेसिकली कोई भी वो ट्रांजैक्शन जिसमें पैसा और पैसे के इक्वल कुछ भी करेंसी इन्वॉल्व नहीं होता और एक कमोडिटी को दूसरे कमोडिटी के अगेंस्ट एक्सचेंज किया जाता है, that thing is called as a barter transaction. So barter transactions took place over and over, and then later money was invented. And why money was invented, let us know. Let us discuss about the limitations of barter exchange. As you can see, the number 1 is lack of double coincidence of wants. Now what is lack of double coincidence of wants? Double coincidence of wants means that both the parties involving or getting involved in any transaction should be satisfied with the commodity in which they are dealing. Example यही शंभू का कर ले तो he went to the market, tried out with the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th trader. He was unsuccessful. Why? Because there was lack of double coincidence of wants. They were not willing to sell their commodity against 5 sheep. So in order for a barter exchange or transaction to take place, it is necessary that the double coincidence of wants criteria must be satisfied. Moving on to the next point, lack of common measure. Now what does this mean? This means that a party is not satisfied with the common measure of one commodity against the other. वो बोलेगा भाई तू भेड़ बेच रहा है, मेरा जो कमोडिटी है उसका वैल्यू तेरे गुड से ज्यादा है. There is no surety whether it is higher in value or lower in value. But as one says, there would be a lot of confusion and chaos. So this is another limitation where one commodity can not be or can be, we don't know, of equal value to the other commodity. Hopping on to the 3rd point, lack of standard of deferred. Now the space was not there, so it's lack of standard of deferred payments. So it is quite possible at the time of repayment, the purchaser or any trader is not able to find a commodity of equal value. Number 2, the value of the commodity might have gone to zero at the time of repayment. And number three, there can be a problem of a quarrel between the traders regarding what commodity to be used for repayment or in exchange. Moving on to the fourth point, lack of store of value. Now this means that if, let's vice versa the case, if Shambhu wanted to sell 5 kg of wheat against someone else, so उसका wheat कोई तभी खरीदेगा अगर उसका still existing quality है. Wheat comes under the category of perishable goods. It is a non-durable good. It would get destroyed with effect of time. So if it is perishable, then it's difficult to exchange it for some other commodity. So it is lack of store of value. तो अभी we discussed what is barter exchange or barter transactions and its limitations. तो अभी it is an obvious factor that why money came into existence. आप एक कमोडिटी के अगेंस्ट में दूसरे बेच नहीं सकते थे क्योंकि आपका प्रॉब्लम हो रहा था. दोनों पार्टीज को इमीडिएट सेटिस्फैक्शन और यूटिलिटी नहीं मिल रहा था फॉर देयर कमोडिटीज. सो मनी केम इनटू इफेक्ट एंड नाउ वी विल सी व्हाट इज मनी. सो पैसा क्या है? एनी कमोडिटी व्हिच कैन बी यूज्ड एज अ मीडियम ऑफ एक्सचेंज. Any commodity which can be used as a medium of exchange in any transaction is called as money, paisa. Now there's an important concept called as money supply. Okay, so let's get into that. Money supply. Ignore my handwriting, थोड़ी गंदी है पता है. So party holding money. अब देखो money supply होता क्या है? Money supply refers to the total volume of currency held by the money using sector. Money using sector क्या होता है? Money using sector means वो sector which is actually using money and not the money creating sector. ये ध्यान में रखिए स्टूडेंट्स. इस पे MCQ आ सकता है कि गवर्नमेंट के पास मनी सप्लाई होता है क्या? Does government have money supply? So the answer is no, because money supply refers to the total volume of currency with the money using sector and not the money creating sector. मतलब public. ये लोग यूज करते हैं मनी को. सो इनके पास जो करेंसी है उसका टोटल वॉल्यूम, द करेंसी हेल्ड विद देम, द टोटल वॉल्यूम ऑफ द करेंसी हेल्ड विद पब्लिक is called as money supply. Okay, so a stock concept. What is stock concept? Stock concept और flow concept दो important terminologies होते हैं economics के. So let me give you a brief of that. Stock concept means any variable. It is used to describe any variable which is measured at a particular point of time. आज के दिन मेरे पास कितना सामान है वो स्टॉक कॉन्सेप्ट है. इसको इफ यू वांट टू रिलेट टू अकाउंटेंसी इट कैन बी लाइक प्रिपरेशन ऑफ बैलेंस शीट. द बैलेंस शीट इज प्रिपेयर्ड द एंड ऑफ द अकाउंटिंग पीरियड 31st मार्च अपना ईयर फॉर ट्रांजैक्शंस. ये डेट को एक बिजनेस के पास कितना एसेट्स एंड हाउ मच इट ओज इट्स लायबिलिटीज कितना दैट पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे है, दैट is a stock concept, that is balance sheet. वैसे ही total volume of currency आपके पास कितना है, पैसा धन आज के दिन, that is called as money supply and hence it is a stock concept. Flow concept भी बता ही देता हूँ. So any commodity which is measured or its quantity which is measured over a period of time, आज का नहीं, इस महीने में पूरा 30 दिन में हाउ मच वेल्थ आई हैव, दैट्स अ फ्लो कॉन्सेप्ट. रिलेटिंग इट टू अकाउंटेंसी, प्रिपरेशन ऑफ प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट. आपका प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट सिर्फ 31st मार्च का आपका प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस नहीं बताता है. इट टेल्स यू द प्रॉफिट ऑफ द एंटायर अकाउंटिंग पीरियड स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 1st April टू 31st मार्च. सो पूरा वाइडर टर्म देखेंगे तो इट्स अ फ्लो कॉन्सेप्ट. सिर्फ आज के दिन छोटा सा देखेंगे तो इट्स अ उल्टा पूरा देखेंगे तो इट्स अ फ्लो कॉन्सेप्ट और अभी का देखेंगे सो इट्स अ स्टॉक कॉन्सेप्ट. होप दिस इज क्लियर. तो अभी जगह नहीं है तो भी मैं मिटा रहा हूँ एंड आगे का हम कॉन्सेप्ट देखते हैं. Please ignore the bad handwriting, guys. Measures of money supply. Measures of money supply. Now what is this? We have 4 categories or let's say 4 class of M's. Money को represent करता हुआ word. M1, M2, M3 and M4. This is very much important. Please pay attention. Class 12 boards में आता है इसका. So let's go in a chronological order. M1. M1 में क्या क्या आता है आपका? Coins and currency with the public, ठीक है, प्लस डिमांड डिपॉजिट्स विथ कमर्शियल बैंक्स, जगह नहीं है मैंने सीबी लिख दिया है कमर्शियल बैंक्स को, एंड प्लस अदर deposits with RBI. पूरा एक बार देख लीजिए क्या है. मेजर्स ऑफ मनी सप्लाई M1 की हम अगर अभी बात कर रहे हैं तो उसमें क्या क्या है. इट हैज coins and currency held with the public, as we discussed earlier. Money supplies total volume with the public, plus demand deposits with commercial banks, plus other deposits with RBI, Reserve Bank of India, which is the Central Bank of India. So point by point break करते हैं. इसका I give you the explanation of the total volume of currency held with the public is called as money supply. So coins and currency with public, पैसा या पैसे के जैसा. Second thing, demand deposits with the commercial banks. Now what is demand deposits? Public have the facility of depositing their surplus amount with them. Rather than keeping it with them, they can deposit it into commercial banks. And the name demand deposit itself tells what it is. Demand deposits can be withdrawn. Those deposits made by the general public can be withdrawn by the depositor at any point of time. कोई भी समय पे वो आके अपना विड्रॉल दे सकता है. Like a common example, DD, demand draft. You are in cash with a check. You give that check to other person. If that check gets cleared, the transaction is successful. So the third thing, other deposits with RBI. तो RBI के साथ तो आप कैसे ट्रांजैक्शन करते हो? आप डायरेक्टली ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं करते हो. You do not do direct transactions with RBI. It's an indirect transaction. कैसे? So you deposit your money to commercial banks. All commercial banks have their individual bank accounts with RBI. So RBI के पास Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Canara Bank, सारे banks का individual bank accounts होगा. Why? Because of a factor जो आपका अगले यूनिट में आ रहा है called as banking. उसमें आ रहा है ये term. I would explain you अभी से. थोड़ा सा नीचे लिख दिया, देख लो आप. क्लियरिंग हाउस. अब कमर्शियल बैंक्स का बैंक अकाउंट ऐसे तो होता नहीं होगा आरबीआई के पास. इसीलिए होता है आरबीआई के पास ऑल द करेंसीज डेपॉजिटेड बाय इंडिविजुअल कमर्शियल बैंक्स होता है. So it has all the currencies of the commercial banks. And why? So that it settles the transactions by making debit and credit entries in the books of accounts of these banks individually. Thus, the transactions are well settled amongst the banks. तो ये हुआ M1, coins and currency with the general public plus demand deposits with the commercial banks and other deposits with RBI. Why? Because RBI performs the function of clearing house. So till now we discussed about barter exchange, money supply, and about M1. One important thing that I have to tell you about M1 is M1 money is also called as fiat money or legal tender money. दो उसके अलग अलग नाम है. Now what is fiat money? Money authorized in a country is called as fiat money because it is fiated by the government to be used in any of the transactions. What is fiat money? Fiated money. Money is termed as fiated money because it is authorized to be used in any of the transactions. And legal tender money. It is also called as legal tender money because it is legally valid. It is legally valid to be used as a medium of exchange in any country. US का डॉलर, UK का यूरो, इंडिया का रुपीस, ये सब आपका लीगल टेंडर मनी और फियाट मनी है. Now, moving on to the second measure, M2. M2 is equal to M1 plus savings deposit with the post office savings bank. आपको दिख रहा है यहाँ पे. तो मतलब M1 की सारी चीजें मतलब coins and currency with the general public plus demand deposits with the commercial bank plus other deposits with RBI जो पूरा M1 में आ गया plus savings deposits with the post office savings bank. इसका मतलब क्या है? कुछ लोग क्या करते हैं? They do not deposit their money in a commercial bank. Some traditional और जिनकी आदत हो गई है, their habitual are depositing their money in the post office. There's not much difference in post office savings bank or a normal commercial bank. The interest rates are also very much close. Like अगर commercial bank में 7% इसमें 6 point something और equal to 7% होगा. So there's not much difference. Just that some people are in the habit of depositing their money in the post office savings bank. Now, M1 and M2, they individually are also called as narrow money. Narrow money. So now I will be rubbing this. Kindly note it down, it's important. So now I would be going to M3 measure. I'm writing M4 components also. So here I have written the components of M3 and M4. Now I will be explaining you that. We discussed about M1 and M3 कि M1 में currency and coins, demand deposits and other deposits आता है. M2 में all the components of M1 plus deposits with the post office savings bank. M3 में M1 plus net time deposits with bank. So basically the same term, fixed deposits or term deposits to be specific. Term deposits or time deposits, वो सारे deposits or those deposits which are made by depositors in the bank, which they can withdraw after the maturity of a particular period of time, is called as term deposits. Term deposits or time deposits एक ही बात है. So M3 component is that. M4. Now M4 is the sum total of all the measures. That's M1 plus M2 plus M3. तो M3 में आपका पूरा आ गया M1 plus net time deposits with bank. Now M3 is written here, मतलब everything discussed till now plus total deposits with post office savings bank. So it is everything. M1 plus M2 plus M3 is nothing but M4. इसमें आपका एक और एडिशनल आता है टोटल डिपॉजिट्स विद पोस्ट ऑफिस सेविंग्स बैंक, मतलब वही जो अपन ने M2 में डिस्कस किया था. तो उसमें we told that people, because of being habitual, deposit their money in the post office savings bank. So this is a combination of all the measures. So these are all the important topics of the chapter money. Now we are done with our first unit money and we are left with the last unit of this chapter, money and banking, that is the banking sector. So stay tuned, watch our videos, and one thing, keep learning, because if learning stops, earning stops. Meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.